Okay. So you know what I've been thinking about
Sure.
a lot? Don't do sure.
Oh, wow, the tables have turned.
I
Cause you are the best thing that's ever happened to me.
don't know why you do it. It's actually, let's have an actual episode about this new word that Eric's been using that drives me crazy.
Yeah, let's go.
It's the word sure.
She hates it.
And I hate it because what does sure even mean? I mean, I know the literal definition of it.
What is the literal definition?
It means to be absolute about something.
Yeah.
Right. So when I say something to you that you don't like, I've noticed you started to say, sure.
Sure. And the best part is I know it doesn't matter the situation. If I drop that in there, it's like, I win. It's 100% gonna get the reaction from you of disdain and anger.
I don't know, you guys, why the word sure just really rubs me the wrong way. It's like when people have their thing with the word moist or whatever it is, but sure.
But this is a bit different because people just have like a thing like, I don't like that word. This is like you.
Oh,
there's an attitude that goes with
really
it. Because the moment anybody says it, if somebody texts you it, like, hey, can you might say, hey, can you pick up some milk on your way home? Sure. And you're like, your gloves are off.
Sure makes me feel like you don't want to help. It's a burden to you.
Yeah.
And I just don't like feeling like a burden to someone.
Yeah.
Or I don't like feeling like what I'm asking you to do is a lot. Now, hear me say, am I maybe being dramatic and unreasonable? There's a possibility of that, right? It's probably some of my trauma coming through with that word.
Well, there should be words, like there's words that we don't accept from our kids. Like whenever I say, hey, can you go get a water bottle from the fridge for your sister?
Mm-hmm.
And they say, yeah, or they say, okay. Like if they say it like
right.
I always say, you mean yes, Dad?
Exactly. So in this particular
and then I'll
case,
say, and I'll make them say, you mean yes, Dad? And even if they're angry, yes, Dad. I'm like, no, that's what it is. It shouldn't be for whatever reason in my heart. It shouldn't be, yeah, or fine.
Well, that's what the equivalent of sure to me is for some reason.
It's disrespectful.
It does. It feels unloving to me.
Disrespectful.
When you say it feels disrespectful because it feels super intentional.
Well, lately, now that I know your feelings on it, sometimes I just want to get your goat.
Yeah, I don't know if that's...
And your goat's just out there to be gotten, so I just keep getting it.
Okay. Well, see, guys, this is a great reminder that no marriage is perfect, and we never claim to be. But you also see when one of the spouses has a lot more maturing to do than the other spouse, and one of us has to carry the cross and the burden of the marriage until the other one grows up.
Well, the real question is, what are words out there that people have?
You're
Like,
just
are there
ignoring
more
my,
words? Yeah, I don't know. I did ignore. I didn't even know what you said. But the real question, like, what are there? I don't even mind it. You can't get my goat that way. You'd have to say, yeah, or fine.
Okay, whatever.
Yeah, it doesn't do it for me either. But what are some other words out there that people have a struggle with? That when their spouse says it, it just immediately sends them off. Or if their kids say it, it immediately sends them sideways.
We probably should have asked the people. People should leave some comments because this would be great to have a follow-up to this. I think words that, like when we were little kids, we weren't allowed to say, shut up. We weren't even allowed to say fart. But
remember, yeah, you guys had to say fluffer.
I mean, I was like 16.
Which is worse to me.
And being like, who fluffered?
Who did a fluffy? That's so weird.
I think my cousins had to say floof. I don't know. Like, I mean,
floofed.
there are worse words. But We had one of our sons who I had a moment where I typically wouldn't do this, but this lady, she was having some word rage and she was just like not calming down and she was yelling at me, and you guys, I gave her
Well, you were in the middle of cancer too. I want
was in the
to
middle of
let how
cancer.
people
Okay.
get the full feel of it. Like this was, you had just found out. It was within 3 weeks of finding out, and I don't know. You must have done something on the road.
I don't know what I did, but anyway,
she was not letting it go.
She was not letting it go.
So you gave her the old double bird.
I did, and I'm telling the story to Eric. I'm telling Eric the story, but our kids hear everything, and they're in the back seat listening to the story, right?
You gave the double bird.
And I told them, I was like, they're like, wait, what did you do, Mom? And I was like, I shouldn't have done it. I explained the whole thing, right? I shouldn't have done it. I'm so sorry. It's a bad thing to have done. I said sorry to Jesus, not to that old lady.
You know what the Bible says too?
What?
Out of the overflow of your heart, the mouth speaks. We really saw what was in your heart in that moment, didn't we?
So, so then the kids later, they're coming in the house, they're screaming, and one of our sons is crying, and the other one's like, he gave me the finger, Mom. He gave me the finger. In which my husband's like looking at me.
Which finger?
Well, my husband's looking at me being like, see what you did. And then I was like, that to my son. I said his name. I'm like, what? Like, why would you do that? Mommy told you not to do that. It was bad. It was bad. We should not give that.
It was our third, right?
Yeah.
It was
and
Jeremiah.
our son is like,
he's the one
not to air his name on the internet.
Who cares? He's the one who would do it too. He uses all the kitty curse words that he possibly can.
Okay. Anyway, but he's like, well, I was just so angry. I said, well, just show me. Like, what did you do? He says, I looked at him and I said,
he pointed at him.
I said, wait, what did you do? And I said, is that what you gave? He says, yeah, I gave him the finger, Mom, but I was so angry. And oh my goodness, Eric and I burst out laughing. But all that to say is, I don't know what the phrases are. Every home has their different phrase or gesture, whatever that is to say. But I do think it's important, if you have something that you say or do that your spouse doesn't love, that you be intentional in not saying it or doing it. Y'all see how disrespectful this man is being right now to me?
Sure.
Don't do it.
You knew. The setup was there. It was there.
We're going to be working on this in therapy, y'all, clearly. When we first got married, Eric would tease me a lot. And that was actually very frustrating for me because I came from a biological family that was relentless at teasing.
Mm-hmm.
Relentless. Like everything.
My family was too.
And your family was too. But to Eric, that was how love was shown. And to me, when I got to my adoptive home and they didn't tease me, they just were affirming and loving, and I was like, wait, this is a way to live?
Yeah.
I don't have to have like myself beat up and my self-esteem destroyed and nicknames that I will take to the grave with me, right? So then when we got married, and because he didn't tease me really when we dated, but when we got married and I think he got a little too comfortable, he started teasing me, and I was not going for that. Other people can tease me and it's whatever, but it was like, it felt personal.
I mean, be fair too. Like, you were not, like, you gave it. You gave the verbal, like, you could give it to somebody, like,
sure,
with your words. I remember when I was reading you probably know what I'm gonna say. I was reading something, we were reading out loud together. I can't remember if we were reading with one of your brothers or something like that, and it was something, I just remember the word. I don't remember the
word stingy,
and I said stingy.
yeah.
I said, but the man was very stingy with his money. And you, I mean, were relentless.
It was just, I don't know why that made me laugh. I laughed. I don't think I teased you, but I did say the word and I laughed.
You carried on.
Okay, it was so funny. But anyway, you didn't mind being teased if I did it. right? But all my point is
No, I don't
that
mind.
listen, I love you. I really would like you before public witness to commit to not using that word.
Of course. is that a replacement?
No.
So I am saying yes.
Thank you.
So you have more issue. You have less issue with the word. You have more issue with the tone.
100. Yeah, it is the tone for me. It is. I thought I communicated that to you. Let me communicate that clearly. When you say sure, in the moments that you're saying it, it's usually in a moment where we are not on the same page, and you are frustrated by me, and we're not moving in the same direction, and so you drop that word because you know how I feel about that word, and that feels personal, and I would like you to stop.
You got it.
Got me setting
Thank you.
all I
Yeah.
know on fire, 'cause you kept me every time I mess it up. And everybody says that things are bound to change, but I hope they stay the same, 'cause you are the best thing that's ever happened to me.